thought of something, and actually I feel I should just talk about it. And I title it Gods Are Fighting and with God. Meanwhile, the masses suffer for this. We, the masses, the occupants of this earth, were in a big dilemma of what the gods are desire to crave for, what they really want to gain. Think about it. Who are these gods I'm talking about? These are the people who runs their fear of what is happening in this world. You know, they try as much as possible to fight the natural state of things. And at the same time, they create products along the line which they made it to be more essential for our life. Now we think and we practically can't do without their products because this is the option we've got in the world. It's from the gods I'm talking about. They have the capacity to channel our interest into wherever and however they want us to be. We are becoming more like robots. I know a whole lot of people will still be thinking, what are you talking about? What are you saying? They have the capacity to really play with our lives. You just imagine somebody can decide to design whatever and toy with your life. And by toying with our interest, they have the capacity to eradicate the way things really are and give us new one. And these are the gods. I'm not talking about any country's government because they are an individual, but they might have the backup of any country because they're going to pay revenue to countries and they're going to pay their taxes and they're going to create a whole lot of employment and what. Yeah, these are the gods. They create whatever. They have the capacity to deal with our psychology. Yeah, they created the written and unwritten constitution. Yes, it is. But there are some constitution they tend to create. Like you think, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. That's the way things should be, because there is no other option, or probably the initial option, the natural option, has been eradicated, has been taken away from us. Then you can imagine. I know you start thinking, what are you talking about? They created science and technology, industrialization, and what have you. All of them are engulfed under science and technology. Under science and technology, we have communication, biology, they have weaponry, manufacturing of sophisticated weapons, medications, disease and controls, food, hybrid. You can think of a whole lot. But as much as all these things, because if we have to be ideal, technology has solved a whole lot of problem for us in this world. It has created a whole lot of solution to problems. But at the same time, he has gone beyond border now. He is now creating a whole lot of problem, which my fear is maybe we wouldn't have solution for this. Because nature creates some problem. Science and technology solves it. But when science and technology creates problem now, who will solve it? Yeah, we can think of one problem science and technology has practically created. Yeah, which is called cancer. Yeah, you eat this, you eat that, they said it's cancerous. You drink this, they tell you it's cancerous. Paint in the house, they said it's cancerous. Paint of the nail paint is cancerous. The alcohol is cancerous. The tobacco smoking is cancerous. Yes, and all these are products of science and technology. Yes, you can think of it. The chicken, how many percentage of natural chicken do we have in this world today? Yeah, practically maybe 10-15%, because majority of the chicken we eat are from the science and technology background of poultry and what have you, in the sense of the fact that they want to tell us, I want to create this chicken to be bigger with science and technology, and they create a whole lot. Who can actually tell me when last he has eaten natural chicken? Science and technology has eaten deep into chicken to the fact that every chicken lays egg without male intervention, without male crossing them. Yeah, it is technology. When they lay egg, They have created incubating system that can hatch the eggs without the mother. Yeah, this is science and technology. And at the end of the day, the expert will still come out and tell us, yeah, this is cancerous, that is cancerous. Practically 90 or maybe 80 or 90% of fruits we eat now in the world are hybrid fruits. They are no longer natural fruits. Yeah, and by the time you get to think about it, the next thing you hear from the expert, they will tell you hybrid foods are this, are that, are not safe for you. Yeah, that is the world we live in. Yes, you can see. Sometimes I listen to I think I watched something online about the Coca-Cola CEO being interviewed, and he said a statement which I was shocked about. Is he said our greatest competitor is not Pepsi, but meanwhile our greatest competitor is water. Think about it. Do you know how many things we use water for? So if we want to drink water, we have to drink Coca-Cola product. If we want to wash our clothes, we have to wash it with Coca-Cola product. If we want, practically think of anything. Maybe you want to take drip in the hospital when you are sick, maybe it's still Coca-Cola products. They are practically thinking of how to fight themselves, because naturally Coca-Cola is still fighting Pepsi. I want to be bigger than you, and this and that, I want to make more money and what have you. Yeah, despite the fact they fight one another, they are still fighting the nature for the masses to survive. Regardless who win among them, they are still gods. They have the money, they have what they want, they've gained all they want to gain. It is we masses that are going to pay for it. We are the ones to suffer for all this problem. Imagine, there is this article I read online. Sometimes I just stumble on it. And it's shocking to me. An article of Sovereign Independent, 4th edition 2011, which states that the population through forced vaccination should be put up. And this article is written against Bill Gates' name. And it's shocking. And we know what is happening in the world today. Maybe, quote unquote, the coronavirus thing and the vaccination, we are not sure. I don't say is, but we can think about it. On the same page, there's another fascinating story I read on the same page, just down the line, and the statement is the Osama bin Laden fable is a contrive. Do you know what that means? It means the story of Osama bin Laden, whatever, however, it is intentionally constructed, arranged, and then a whole lot of article is written under that. But whatever the case may be, that is what I read. And these are story for the gods. But for the masses, what can we do? Nothing. We can only beg for them to think like we are human beings, like they are human beings. I know it seems like they see us like specimen. They can choose to try this on us. They can choose to use us this way or that way. Yes, at least the only thing we masses can do is to criticize, to beg God, for we who believes in Almighty God, that okay, God, please help us get into their minds and let them treat us like human beings. Yeah, that is it. Because I practically thought about all these stuff, and I tend to look at it like there is really no way out. There is no way we can do or deal with this. We have to live in it. We just have to live in it. You can see the world we live in, and practically the gods are creating all these things. You can imagine the 2G, 3G of this world, 4G of this world, fantastic technology, internet, and what have you. Fantastic. We've enjoyed it for over the years. Just not quite long, Chinese people produce 5G, and then definitely there will be naturally conflict of marketing on their business. And also there is a quantum physics behind this technology, whereby the owner of the technology can decode whatever anybody says on their platform. Yeah, because they created it. Just imagine the president of a country will be talking, and then another person who is not quote unquote from that country will have access to whatever information based on the quantum physics which has been analyzed by the experts online. It's really, really tough. Yeah, that is fighting of the gods. They are fighting, and they are still fighting the natural state of things. Yes, when you have your cell phone, if you put it at the pocket, they tell you it's not safe for you to put it close to your heart. If you put it there, they said some people say it has affect this and that, and you know what? The race, the what have you. Yes, regardless whatever it is, I know. But our fear is you've helped the world. You've created a whole lot of things. You've solved a whole lot of problems. You've solved problem from the nature. Yes, science and technology did that, and then we are appreciative of this. But when science and technology creates problem, I am wondering what is going to solve it for us. Who is going to solve it for us? I think at that point we need to turn to God, or we need to beg them. Like, think about us. Look at us like creation, like you. We are the same creation like you. We have blood flowing in our vein, and then we know whatever the thing is, we are going to pay. We will be at the paying end, we'll be at the losing end. And I just thought of this, and that's what my conclusion is. For we who believe in Almighty God, we just have to beg God to help us get into their mind and think about all these thoughts they're making in the world, because practically we don't have option. Yes, because the gods are powerful and we can't do anything about them. And the only thing is we can beg them, we can plead to them, and we can beg God to help us. This is my thoughts. I just don't know what to say more about this. Thank you and God bless.